Hi, and welcome to this yoga class for seniors. And this class I've actually designed for my nan. I'm planning on visiting her next week, and she's complained a little bit about not being able to get out of the house, not being able to move as much as what she usually does. So I put this short class together for her, and I thought I would share it in case you wanted to share it with maybe your grandparents, or if you are a grandparent yourself and you would like to try this. I hope you enjoy it. So I will be using a chair throughout the whole practice today. That's the only prop I will be using. And you can sit on the sofa if you like, or on a chair, any comfortable position's fine. And we'll start with our feet nice and grounded on the floor, so that might mean placing something under the feet to just lift them up slightly, or maybe sitting on something just to raise yourself, aiming for a nice square angle here. I will just start by taking a few deep breaths. You might like to place your hands on the belly, or you can just leave the hands down on your knees, palms facing up. We'll take some deep breaths, feeling the belly expand on the inhale and soften on the exhale. And we'll just do that together a few more times. So inhale through the nose, feel the belly expand. And exhale, feel the belly soften. And again, inhale. Exhale. And last time, inhale. Exhale. Great. Then you can place your hands back on your knees, and we'll just start to tap our heels, just bouncing the heels up and down. And then we'll start to tap the toes and the front of the feet, getting some warmth in the ankles. And then we'll just start to roll heel to toe, getting some movement in the legs. Great. We'll take the left leg out, start to make some ankle circles in one direction. You can support the back of the leg here if that feels better for you. Switching direction. And placing that leg down, taking it to the other side. So some nice big circles with the feet. And then swapping direction. And then placing the feet back down. And now take your left leg, lift it back up again. You can place the hands behind the thigh if you want. And we'll just make some movements here, just bringing the knee in and out. Gently trying to move with your own breath. So inhale to pull up, exhale to release. And then placing that leg back down, take it to the other side. So again, just taking your hands behind your thigh, gently we just move the leg back and forth, starting to get some movement in the hips. Great, and then placing that foot back down. So from here, we'll start to take some hip rolls. You can make them as big or as small as you like. And we'll just start by bringing our chest or our torso over towards the right knee, and then around the front, and then rolling back. And you can make these circles as slow, as big or as small as you like. Starting to get some movement in the hips, in the back. And then let's switch directions. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way back to center. Right. So we'll take a few seated cat-cows now. So just bring in your hands to your knee, or your knees, and then you'll start to drop the chin in and start to round through the back. And then just start to open up the chest. You can bring the arms out towards the side if that feels good. So really opening up here. And then again on the exhale, round and forward. Bring in the chin towards the chest, hands forward. Inhale to open up through the chest. Pull the shoulder blades together. And then rounding forward again on the exhale. Inhale to open. Exhale, rounding forward, chin to chest. Do that 2 more times. Inhale to open up. Exhale, rounding forward, chin to chest. Right, and then just making your way back up to center. You might like to just roll the shoulders out a few times, drawing the shoulders up and down the back. And then from here, we'll bring the hands to the shoulders and we'll just start to make some circles with the shoulders. So start to bring the elbows in towards each other. They don't need to touch, they just are working in this direction. So you might just be here today. And then start to lift the elbows up and draw them back. So these circles can be as big or as small as you like. Just working to get some movement in the shoulder blade, so really helping to increase the fluid to the joints in these areas, which can help with mobility. And then we'll switch directions, so starting to bring the shoulders or the elbows forward, working with these big circles or little circles. Right, and then releasing the arms out. You might want to just shake it out a little bit, shaking the hands out, releasing any tension in the arms and the shoulders. Maybe rocking back and forth a little bit, maybe side to side. Great. So from here we'll take a side stretch and we'll just bring the right hand down towards the side and we'll just start to just drop over towards that right side. We're not aiming for any particular point here, we're just aiming to get a little bit of a stretch in that left side. You want to keep your hips grounded on the floor as well, so there's no risk of tipping over on the chair. And you can stay here, or you might like to try and lift that left arm over and up. That can increase the stretch that we get along the side. And then gently when you're ready, just come back up to center and we'll take that on the opposite side. So just dropping the left hand down this time. Notice if you can feel the stretch in the side. And then just start to reach the right arm up if you like. This is just an option. And then slowly making your way back up to center. So from here we'll take a little bit of a twist and we will start by bringing our hands back to our shoulders. So really open up through the chest. We want to try and have a really nice straight spine here. So it sometimes helps to imagine that you've got a string attached to your head that's also attached to, say, a hot air balloon or a helium balloon, and it's really starting to lift you up through the spine. So that can help just with that posture. And then we'll start by moving towards the left side. So we'll start to lengthen through the spine. And then on the exhale, just start to gently rotate towards the left. And we don't want to go too far here. We just want to stay within our range of motions. You might just be here today. And we'll just hold it here for a couple of breaths. Breathing into the belly. And then on the next inhale, just slowly make your way back to center. And we'll take it on the opposite side. So on the next exhale, start to just move over towards the right. Holding it here for a few breaths. And then just gently on the next inhale, come back to center. Again, release the arms out, maybe shake the hands a little bit. Shaking it all out, letting it go. Perfect. So we'll do a little bit for the wrists now. So we'll just bring the hands out and we'll just start to make some circles with the wrists. And again, they can be as big or as small as you like. You might just want to move side to side if that feels better for you. It's just a really good way to start again, try and get that fluid to the joints, can help with mobility. And if you're taking circles, switch direction. And you might feel or hear a lot of cracks and pops. It's perfectly normal. I know my wrists are cracking quite a lot right now. Great. And then again, we'll just shake it out, let it go. Great. And this time we'll bring the hands out and we'll just start to stretch through the fingers, creating as much space as we can between each finger. Again, you might just be here today, you might be here, but just working in the direction. And then release, bring the hands in, make like claws, kind of claw shapes. So just bringing the fingers in, holding it there. You can try and bring the thumb in as well. And then release, let it go, shake it out. Perfect. So from here we'll move on to the neck. So we've been working our way up the body. And we'll start by just bringing the chin towards the chest. We start to get a bit of a stretch down the back. And then we'll bring our head up. And instead of sending the head up, we'll just send the gaze up. So we want to start to look towards the ceiling. And then we'll bring the chin back towards the chest. And on the inhale, coming back up, and again we'll send the gaze up towards the ceiling. So we're not crunching the neck here, but the eyes are looking up. And then exhale, chin to chest. And then the last time, just coming up, sending your gaze up. And then coming back to center. So now take some sideways movement. So again, just working your range of motion. If you have any neck issues, then maybe leave this one out. If you do feel any pain at all, then yeah, just come back to a neutral position. You can instead just make the movements with your eyes. That can also be quite beneficial for strengthening the eyes. So we'll start by just sending the gaze over towards the right. And then inhale to come back to center. Exhale, send the gaze towards the left. Inhale to come back to center. Do that again. So sending the gaze over the right. And then back to center. And then over towards the left. And then coming back to center. Right. And then finally we'll just end with a couple of shoulder rolls. It would be quite nice to finish the practice. So just draw the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them down the back. And we can do that a few times. And then maybe sending the shoulders forwards. And then you might like to try and do one shoulder in one direction, one in the opposite. And then switching directions. It's almost like a massage for the upper back. Right, and then coming back to center. So we'll end our practice the way we've started. So just bringing our attention back to our breath. And again, you might like to place the hands on the belly to do that. You can leave the hands just down on the knees. And together we'll take a few inhales, breathing in through the nose, feel the belly expand. And on the exhale, feel the belly soften as you exhale out the nose. So inhaling, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale, exhale. And that brings us to the end of our practice today. I thank you for joining me and I hope you found that practice beneficial. Thank you.